Now then, and welcome back to another episode of Forever Stranded, Stranded with Nemsun. Welcome back. How you doing? I have not forgotten about you, don't you worry. I know it's been a little while since an episode. I've been busy doing other things. I'm back to it. That's my apology. I am sorry. I just had other things that were already recorded, so I put them out first before doing a Forever Stranded. I would normally have done one a couple of days ago, but I'm doing one today instead. Hello, welcome back to it. The things that I've done in the meantime, while I've been not recording, is I've moved the little shuttle bay type thing, the little cargo vessel mini rocket thing, over here. It's exactly the same setup as we had over there, but I've moved it over here. And I've built out this, which took quite a bit of work to make launch pads enough to fill a full chunk. So anything that I put on here, I should be able to turn into space station or space bits and parts, right? I would like to send this ship up into space, but I'm going to have to do some experiments to see if that's even possible, which means making a backup of the world save and then testing it out and experimenting to see if it works, and then deleting the backup, deleting that world save and doing it again for you on camera. I don't know if it works, that's the thing. I want to experiment today with maybe doing something on here. Actually, no. Today I must do a few bits and pieces around the place just to make sure that I'm ready for taking that upstairs into space. So, first thing, right, this farm is constantly not working anymore because of the basic capacitor, right, not having enough power. Now, one thing I did just recently was I added wireless power to something, and now it's used up the fertilizer. Okay, I added some wireless power over here, right? So I thought that this wireless thing that's in here now, this wireless thing that you see that's hanging under the bottom there, I figured I'd make a solar panel up here one day, put the solar panel on, and then have that wireless thing there, wirelessly beaming energy down to those two farms, right? But it turns out that that's a lot longer range than I thought, because that's working now, right? I was going to build solar panels and all that kind of stuff. I had plans. I was going to do actually addition solar panels and try and make stuff like that, and then try and figure out environmental tech to get something alabaster from nowhere and all that kind of stuff. But it turns out all I've done is just put this here, right? This wireless RF battery attached to my main system here, and that is powering the wireless things all the way over here. Wow. I mean, that's quite OP, isn't it? Because that is now receiving power from all the way over there, and then beaming it to all the things in here that need to be done, including down here this progressive automation doing the cactus farm, which is crazy, isn't it? It's crazy how far away it is. But that means that is taken care of, yeah? And the other thing that I needed to take care of, excuse my super high-speed running, nice. I did get a comment to do something with my leggings, so I put an extra 2 bionic leg upgrades in my leggings to make it super fast. Can I put my leggings on my head in here? I can put my leggings on my head. Oh my days. Mod pack maker, or not mod pack maker necessarily, but mod maker, I have just put my pants on my head. I wear my pants on my head right now. That is crazy. Why are these things even allowed? Right, so they're supposed to go on here. Yes. And then that makes me run at incredible speeds. And when I'm on I can't even control myself. When I'm on this stuff as well, I'm even faster. I'm even faster. Zoom. Zoom, zoom, zoom. I am the Flash and Zoom all rolled into one. Right? But when I use this thing over here, as you just saw, I can put the suits into there, but I can place the suits back into any other location. So now I've still got the super speed. I've still got the super speed because I've got the leggings on, and I can still run really, really fast. But I've actually got the leggings on my head. Yeah. Funny things aside. Yeah, funny things aside. Let's see. I am planning on making a matter, not a mattock, not a matter cannon, a matter condenser. And it should be really easy. Like, there we go. Aye, done. So simple. Just some iron, some glass, and a bit of flux dust. Flux dust. Easy. This matter condenser, though, requires a lot of other things in order to make it work. So an exporter would be required. I don't have an exporter there. Do I have one that I can make? Yes, I do. Jolly good. And it needs to have lots of cables and things like that connected to it. Yeah. Well, actually, it doesn't. I could just put a cobble gen. I've got a cobble gen here. I could just put a cobble gen and some wire conduit here to make it all work properly. The matter condenser also is going to require a pattern, so I've coded how to craft all of the patterns, so I can just call a storage drive or storage component whenever I want. So I'll just craft a 64K storage component, blah 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 blah, and it should just appear in a few minutes. There it is, 64K storage component, and the matter transporter thingy. I think I'm going to put it down here where I've got my cobblestone supply already sorted, because I've kind of had this for a while now. So let's get something over here. Yeah, why not? And we'll stick this in here, right? And you put that into there, and now that's got 0 storage of potentially 524,000. Yeah, 524,288 components. And this is going to be set to condense into a singularity. So 256,000. I will get reading right. Reading numbers. 256,000 items go into a singularity. That's what we're after. Okay, so a lot of this stuff, like I could take a stack of cobble, yeah, put a stack of cobble into there, and it will get fed into the singularity. There's 64 stored now, right? So what I'm going to do is stick another couple of things on here. Let me go this way. See, put that on there and put this on here, and then go into or insert. So the cobble should all go into here now. Yeah, like you can see, it's already going up. Stored energy is going up. And when that stored energy hits 256,000, we will have a singularity. And I'm going to need a couple of those singularities, I believe. Or maybe I only need one singularity to make a paired singularity. It's been a while since I made one. To make a quantum storage system that can be storaged from down here and up there all at the same time, which is ideally what I'm after. Because I'm going to need something, space station, to hook up to all of this storage, and I'm going to need the power to be able to supply to make that all work. So the next part of the plan then, while that's generating some singularities, is to make the part of the quantum chamber. Now there is a quantum link chamber in which the singularity is held. I don't know how much of that I've got. I don't seem to have enough. Okay, so we'll get some quartz glass. I've actually got that set up in automation, but we will do it that way for now. And these fluix pearls, we can get 4 of those, nearly 4 of those. Okay, so we need to craft 4 more of that, don't we? Yeah, hurry up. Crush that down. And then we can make the 4th one of those in a moment. Come on. It's busy going through the processing now, and that's the slow part. Oh, there it is. It's in here. Why didn't that exit? I should have that automatically pushing that way. There we go. Okay, so it receives the items, and then it should push it out. Maybe I just haven't done any of that yet. That's the first time for everything. Okay, so then there's that, and that can go around here like this to make the fluix crystal. Yeah. Oh, and the ender pearl in the middle. That's right. Ender pearl. Really, I'm short 1 ender pearl. Okay. Well, I'll have to go and fetch an ender pearl from the city then. I'm pretty sure I've got everything over there that I need. I've actually... fly up. Actually got everything I need. Let's use control to fly super fast. It actually doesn't feel as fast, does it? let's land and let's run. It's running over here is probably the fastest method. So while everything's getting set up for this stage, I need to consider a little bit further how to get my stuff into space, so I can take my stuff with me wherever I tend to go afterwards. No ender pearls in there. Oh man. Okay, do I have an enderman around? Probably. It's been a while. There's an enderman. I only need one pearl. I mean, I've got an enderman farm just next door here. Let's have a quick look in here. Look. We've got this inside here, which is an enderman farm. But it takes a while to work because the farm is not at its best, as it were. It needs lots of upgrades and things, and I just haven't been bothered. I just come and grab what I need when I need it from my mob farm. My mob farm city, I do get what I need, and then I go home again. I probably need to do some like AFK farming stuff, maybe even make a woot farm, but really this series is not about the woot farm, is it? That's a different series completely. And this is all about getting into space, so I really need to just focus, which means just grabbing what we need when we need it and not messing around with too much mob farm stuff going on. So then that one goes in there, and that makes the final Fluix pearl. Yes, good. And then we've got this ring here. There we go. So now we've got a quantum link chamber. Okay, we actually need 2 of those, so I'll make another one off camera later. And then we've got these things. Okay, so these quantum rings that I'm going to need, I think I need to get a full 8 of them. So I don't know how much I'm missing of stuff. I'm actually missing 9 logic processors. Okay, so I'll go away and make 9 logic processors, and I should be able to make that. Which also means that I'm going to need to do another 16 and that more, just so that I can end up with enough to do 2 of these things, so I can send them elsewhere as well. Woo! I still haven't automated making all these kind of crystals and stuff. I'm still doing everything by hand, still working things out properly. But I am happy to be reporting back to you that we're well underway of getting this quantum chamber sorted out. It is taking a little while, but still. I think I'm just going to place an extra 32 in there. It's already working on something for me. It's already crafting up a storm. Well, I say crafting up a storm. It's not actually crafting up a storm. It's crafting up many of these quantum link rings while I work on making another link chamber, because we need it. We need it all working somewhere. Why have I got that still kicking around? I thought I'd put that away. I tried to rearrange and change this around a little bit. I added some diamond coolant in there to make it go a little bit faster. I think it's making a little bit more steam now. It's full of steam. Steam's going everywhere. It's making these go a little bit faster, which means that when I activate those, I'm making a decent amount of energy. This one is a little bit slower, but then I don't really need the energy going into there quite so often, because that's just generating materials. This over here, I've got the 3 spare cobble gens feeding into it as well now, and it is still only slowly going up to here. So what we're probably going to have to do is hook it up to the system and just feed a ton of the stuff we've already prepared in, like the sand and dust and all that kind of stuff. Whoa, I'm falling. The bionic legs take a little bit of getting used to, I believe, yes. So, has it already made everything? Look, yeah, 16 of these. Good. Okay. So now I need to make a second one of those, which means 4 more of those. And I can make 4 if I've got the ender pearls. So I'm going to have to go and get 4 more ender pearls for each. 4, 8, 12, 16 ender pearls. And make some more glass and bits and pieces like that. Won't take me long, but then I'll have both sets. And I've also kind of just got to wait for that matter transfer to happen, so let's see if we can speed that up a little bit. I did take a cable and export thing earlier, and I didn't actually plumb it in, so what am I going to do about it now? I'm going to come along here and I'm going to export directly. Oh, the speed I work at. Let's make this going to come down to here instead and have that as an input. Insert. Everything can insert from that system now. Anything and everything. And let's get this. Oh, the problem here. Oh, no, it's not going to be a problem because I've got that on its own now, haven't I? Let's bring this over this way. So we can go into here over this way. I'll tidy all this up once I've used it. I won't need it forever. I just need it for now. Just need it for the now, just to get this bit done. That. And then put that export bus onto there. And that onto there, like that. Okay. So now that should liven up as an export bus. Yes. Doesn't have anything to export right now. So it's still going slowly based on the cobblestone gen. But if I take this cobblestone and tell the system to export cobblestone, how much faster do you think it's going to go? Not greatly. It's still going a little bit faster, but this has no upgrades in it at the minute. You see, we need to have a acceleration card upgrade to make that faster. So it will quickly make these singularities so that I can get them done today, instead of having to leave it running over the server for ages and see how long it takes me to do all that. I've got some advanced cards. This is good. So I can now make a speed upgrades. 1, 2, 3. I don't know if that's going to make it 3 times as fast. We shall find out now. 3 times as fast would be awesome, wouldn't it? 3 times as fast. And just basically take all of this cobble out of here and put it into here. That's what we're looking for. So can I make it? Well, there's 1 times fast. 1 times speed. Looks fairly fast now. Yeah. In comparison, let's put another 1, 2 in. Yeah. It looks like an export. I can actually put 4 in. Okay. So this should be running a lot faster now. Yeah, look at that. It's almost doing 1,000 at a time. It's doing a few hundred at a time, which is good. Okay, a few stacks are going in at a time. So it won't be too long me waiting around. I think I'll go and make myself a drink and be back in a little bit. Oh my days. Look how slow that is now. It was fast a second ago. It wasn't me speeding up the footage. It's used up all my cobblestone, used up all my gravel, and now it's used up all of my sand. So what's next for me? Ooh, what's next for me? Rolling out the doorway that way. Let's put dust in instead. There we go. So now, see, it carries on, finishes up. It was really, really close, and then it ran out. It's used up, what was it, 842 stacks of 3 different types of items in order to get this far, and also had the 3 cobblestone generators plumping in very quickly. There we go. So we got that. Now nothing else can go in there. Yes, that's possibly right. Okay, so we've got a singularity. The ME storage component. I think I could probably store more storage stuff in there later. What I want to make sure is that I don't get rid of everything. So I'm going to put that away. Leave that in there, right? So now that's going to slowly but surely just feed off this instead of all the rest of it. Okay, and that means that my stocks are not going to go down. They're going to start going back up again. The cobble and the gravel and all that kind of stuff is going to go back up in stock. Right, and then we take the singularity. The singularity, which is kind of awesome. Kind of awesome. It takes a while. Like, I literally had 832 stacks of cobble, plus what was generated as we go, 832 stacks of gravel, and 832 stacks of sand, plus, well, okay, maybe none of that. maybe there was less of that. But there may have been some of stuff being processed out of that as well. And this as well, maybe. Well, that's a lot. That was a lot of stuff to make this, yeah? And I've got to say, it's been about half an hour since I started the episode. Why are you looking so meanie? Ha! Have it. I thought my base was secure. What? Wow. He's running fast. Is it because he was on that land? Do you think they run faster on brownstone as well? Maybe that's the thing. Maybe that's the thing. I don't know. But where did he spawn? I need to find out where he spawned. I've only added one thing recently. That was over here. I don't see any reason. I've got glowstone all through. Ah, okay. Over here, I see the reason now. Okay, fine. I forgot to put a torch back down here, and that could have caused me death. Could have been creeper death, but instead it was only skeletons, so I'm not too fussed, really. The next thing I need to do is make some tiny TNT. TNT. I've got plenty of big TNT, but I need this mini TNT from Applied Energistics, and it doesn't take much to do, right? So we'll do that, and I'm going to need a lever, and that'll probably do that. Okay, so I think the only other thing that I need, is the ender dust. I think you need some sort of like ender dust. Ender pearl powder is not what I'm looking for. It's going to be something like, no, Ethereum. It's going to be something like that. But I guess that's taken the place of whatever ender dust was originally in. Yeah, because this is Applied Energistics grindstone. All I have to do is put the stuff in here, grind it down a little bit. So let's get one of those. Grind that down to ender dust. Oh man, there's 9 of it. Okay, I think I only need 1. I'll go and check. Oh, I'm falling down all over the place. Let's go and check out here. There's a slight area over here where I don't care what happens. We'll just make a little section down here. Place the TNT down like so. Place the thing there. I think any explosion works for this stuff. Oh, come on. Let me throw this down. Okay, that down. And a piece of dust down. Okay. So now what we're supposed to be able to do, right, is blow that together to make 2 singularities. 2 together, I believe. It blew it up, but it didn't change it. So that might be the wrong kind of ender pearl powder. I believe it is the wrong kind, because I want the stuff that's going to be able to do this, which I think is this stuff. So I may need to make a grindstone just so that I can make that happen. Just that I can grind down an ender pearl into the right kind of powder, because all dictionary stuff, yep, or dict problems. Okay, so grindstone. I don't think I've made a grindstone for a very long time. Like many series since I last made a grindstone, because there was literally no reason to make a grindstone. And I presume I need a crank as well. It's been a while. I get a crank. Yeah, this is awesome stuff for early level stuff, like when you're first getting started somewhere. When you're first building something for the first time, like you can put your crank, put the ender pearl in there. Let's just put one ender pearl in there, and the crank thing in there, and then you're supposed to right click the crank, and the crank goes round once, and that puts it into there. Then you right click it, and it turns it again, and that puts some pressure into it. You just have to keep doing this until it stops. And it stopped, so that means it's finished. There's the ender pearl dust from Tiny Progressions. So now, can I have some more TNT, please? Can I have some more TNT, please? I need some more TNT. I could actually use the big TNT, but I'd rather use the less damaging mini TNT, and hope that this is the right ender. Ow! Cactus in the face. Hope that this is the right ender dust thing. Let's just start again. Let's do it over it. We can make holes in the desert all day long. It's fine. Right. So we're going to put the TNT there. We're going to throw a lever down there. We're going to throw the singularity and that into there. Okay. Now, boom it. Boom it. Gimme. Yes. There we go. That's the right stuff. So now you can see there's 2. Right. This is a paired singularity, a quantum singularity, quantum entangled singularity. There we go. So now we've got that. So there's a few issues with getting the right ender powder type stuff for it. You have to be accurate. This is an applied energistics tool, so therefore having it give you the dust is probably the only way you're going to do it. I'm guessing that doing it in any other way is not going to work. So we've got that pearl powder, no good. So now these things, these entangled singularities and these quantum link chambers are to go together, right? So first up, I'm going to put one over here anyway, so let's start with one here. You're going to need a small ring. This is called a quantum ring for a reason. You do 8 of those quantum ring, and I've got another 8 for another one. And then we've got one quantum link chamber in the middle. It's got to get hooked up to a cable, an AE system cable, or it's got to be hooked up to the AE system anyway. And then it becomes this multi-block structure of a quantum ring, and it should take on a different look. You see, you can see that it's different to the standard blocks. The standard ring block is just a square one. The standard one's in all 4 corners, but then if it's connected up right, you've got these connections here and the extra bobbles on the end. It's not too difficult to make. Yeah, not too difficult to make. And then you've got the chamber in the middle. The chamber in the middle has this little circle, and that's where that quantum entangled singularity goes, right? Now, ideally, you would take these two to an anvil and name them, because you'd need to keep track of where they are. But I'm just keeping those 2 for now as exactly as they are, like this, right? So now this whole setup is powered by this AE system and should have everything connected into that AE system. So I'm going to go to another AE system. I'm going to go to the ship. I don't know if this will ever transport up into the space station, but the idea is that it will transport up into the space station. And let's move my bed. I can put the bed over there instead. And this can now connect up here. Right? Exactly the same system, exactly the same setup. There, makes it into that, and then put the other end there. Okay? So now, this should be connected to my main system. If this was receiving some power, then that would help. Oh, I know. It's got a red, which means that it's no longer accepting connection as like that. Okay, so now this should be aware of everything over there. Yes, there we go. Alright, so now from up there, I know it's not very far, but this is going to be from there to anywhere else in any other dimension ever. I can then set this up and have access to my stuff. So imagine this is my space station floating around in space, traveling between dimensions, and I've got this quantum link chamber in here, quantum linking everything together, and I can do this, right? If I now set up a cable from here to there, I had to take off this controller, of course, right? If I set up a cable that connects to that, this system will now connect to the AE system. Yeah? So now that's connected up. I should have access to everything that's over here as well, right? Everything over here in these storage drives and everything that's set up with crafting recipes here and all that kind of stuff is now added into the overall everything I've got in my AE system. And it looks pretty good. It does look pretty good. I like it. There's more definition to be done about making it look nice inside my space station. And there's also the fact that I've got to get my space station up into space before I can then add all the cool things to make it travel from one spatial dimension to another spatial dimension. But I believe that we've got a good start on for today. I'm going to have to do some testing out and messing about and trying to figure out all the things in regards to getting this starter ship up into space. And I'll be experimenting in the next episode of Forever Stranded. So why don't you join me? Thank you very much for watching today's episode. I will see you in the next very soon. A goodbye.